Thank you very much. You know, they were talking about does the future scare me? Are things going to happen in the future that scares me? Like, are we going to run out of fresh water? And I think, probably not. But if we do, it's going to be somebody from Wolseley using the last little bit to rinse out their recycling. Oh, what about a zombie apocalypse? Are you afraid of a zombie apocalypse? No. No, we live in Winnipeg. It's winter. They'll die. And in the spring, they'll get attacked by mosquitoes. In the fall, they won't be able to do navigate all the potholes. And in the summer, they'll be at Folk Fest, so who cares? My buddy says to me, you should buy gold. Gold's where you should go. Gold is the best thing in the world. Gold is the future. I go, no, guns. Guns are the future. Oh, what, I'm going to have all the gold? Not if I got my guns. Well, I'll buy guns. Yeah, who are you going to have to buy them from? Either way, I'm having all your gold, dude. Then people say, oh, the children are the future. You know, the teens are our future. If that's true, OMG, we're so screwed, LOL. Hashtag selfies are not for safety. I do a thing called I Love to Read month in February. I decide I'm going to read to 1,000 kids. Ends up being 3,066 kids. And as my young son said, 67, Daddy, because you read to me. So here I am in the schools reading the early year kids wearing mucklucks and a silly shirt because that's me. I go in and I realize that kindergarten kids are like trying to corral butterflies wearing boxing gloves and a blindfold. I said, does anybody here know what a bully is? And this little boy in the front went, I thought I better pick him before he crapped himself. I'm like, you. I said, you. He goes, me? Yes, you. Do you know what a bully is? I have a kitty. What? I have a kitty, his name is Mew Mew, and sometimes we call him Mew Mew, and sometimes Maddie calls him a stupid cat because he does stupid stuff because he's a little kitty. You can't even wear socks because the cat will attach the socks. And then you know what you do? You take the kitty and you just hang him on the curtains like that and walk away, and he just stands there. You can come back a little while, he's still there. My mom says we should get the cat declawed, and my dad says we should get him deboned. I don't know what deboned means, but it's probably worse than declawed. And we have a big dog. I have a great big dog, and the dog pooped on the carpet, and my dad said, I think the kitty pooped on the carpet. I said, I don't think so, because the kitty would be empty. So then I'm reading to these kids. I'm up in Roblin, Manitoba, and there's a sweet little girl in the front row, pink dress, little pigtails coming out, glasses, little wonky eye, the cutest little thing ever. And she's just rapt, just listening to me read a book called Howard B. Wigglebottom Learns About Bullies. And the pigs are picking on this little rabbit, and every time I said the pigs did something wrong, the little girl goes, don't they got Jesus in their heart? And I'm like, I don't know, let's read on and see what happens. And the pig would do something else. They should have Jesus in their heart. And then I tell them about, what does brave mean? And I say, well, here, I am brave because I went swimming, and I'm not a very good swimmer, so I'm scared of the water, and being brave means I went swimming. And so afterwards, the little girl comes up to me. It's myself and the principal and this teacher. And the little girl comes up to me and goes, Taz, do you know why you're not very good at swimming? Because you're very, very, very fat. And I said, do you have Jesus in your heart? She looks at me and goes, Jesus can see you too. He knows you're fat. And walks away. The teachers and I are laughing. We didn't know what to do. The best thing that happened was one of the first schools I read to, this little girl puts up her hand. I said, oh, do you have a question? She goes, Tazzy, how come you're so funny? I said, well, because I'm not very good at math. And she says, well, that doesn't make any sense. I said, well, some people are good at math, and some people are good at art, and some people are good at music, and some people are good at sports. I'm very good at being silly. I love being silly. It doesn't matter if a few thousand people at an auditorium are accidentally at Safeway for one person. I don't care. I love making people laugh. And the little girl goes, are you good at everything? I said, no, I'm not. There's lots of stuff I'm not good at. And in the front row, there's this blonde-haired, blue-eyed, glowing-looking little Children of the Corn-looking kid. And he goes, like running. You're probably not very good at running. And the teacher stands up. And I go, don't worry about it. He's not doing it to be mean. He's doing it out of innocence, right? Kids are innocent. They're not doing it to be malicious or anything like that. And so afterwards, the teacher comes up to me and says, you know what? I'm sorry. That's sort of the problem nowadays. The kids are rude. I said, no, he's not being rude. He's being innocent. And then all of a sudden, the little boy comes walking up to me, and he grabs my little pinky. And he just holds on. He goes, Mr. Tazz, thank you. Thank you very much for coming and read the Wiggle Bottom book to me. I have it at home, and you do very funny voices. Thank you. But do you know how I know you're not good at running? I said, oh, here it comes. He goes, because you're wearing mucklucks. And you'd fall if you run in mucklucks. And I turned to the teacher as if to say, see? And he goes, and you're huge. He's right. Good night.